have
Yeah.
to darken your face and put on a fake afro to make yourself look black. You know what I mean? Like, we don't need like another Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder. You know, like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you mean, you people? Like, it's like it just boggles my mind that fictional characters that have no nationality or ethnicity or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, people is just trying to gatekeep. They're like, well, this cosplay is great, but that they're not black, right? It's like, dude, well, this character's not real, right? So why are we even having this conversation?
Right. I'll just say this. We are complaining about a safe space over cosplaying characters that we don't own or create. You know what I'm saying? Why does Terry get the sponsorship or the marketing, the appraisal from the Guilty Gear developers? Because he's marketing for them, because their product and what they produced has hit such a worldwide stage that we got people across the globe supporting us, and it was never meant for them. You know what I'm saying? So when you go to Blerdcon, 99% of everyone who cosplays there doesn't cosplay a character that's owned or created by black people. Or I'll be frank, support a company that's black owned or created as well. Like, hardly anyone. I saw the dealer's room, and it's great they have black creators there, but it's like, like I know those guys were buying more manga and more regular comic books than those indie guys were portraying and showcasing. So it's kind of like an identity crisis, in my opinion. We can complain about, oh, you're black Goku or you're black whatever, and they don't leave us alone. But it's kind of like they're making fun of us because we don't have an identity. We don't have our own establishment. We don't have a foundation to stand upon. Where we're saying,
repeat all that again, because people need to hear it. Please repeat all that again.
We don't have a foundation, bro. We don't have it.
Exactly. Right.
I mean, hold on now, because that's a little unfair though. Because
how's it unfair?
Because because look at it like this, right? You're talking about, it's not just black people. You're talking about black people, white people, whatever like that.
Right.
So supporting anime, manga, video games, whatever it's like that. That a majority of it is being produced from one country, right? So you got to think of it like this. That country is producing it. People are enjoying it. They're consuming the media, and they're going out here and doing else like that. It's easy to go ahead and say, well, black people really can't say anything because we're not supporting our own people and everything like that. But look at where we live at, man. Like, we're in America, we're supposed to be the land of the free, but black people don't have the opportunities to do stuff like that. When they do have the opportunities to get small businesses or to make their own comics or everything else like that, it's usually institutional racism that's keeping them from achieving their potential from where it is. Like, it's easy to go ahead and say, well, black people should support more black stuff, instead of complaining. But when you have the deck stacked against you from birth, like, is it really that easy to say that? Like, I'm sorry, man. I can't agree with that.
Yeah, I would just say, I mean, statistically speaking, we're the richest black people in this world. In America, us. So the fact that we have these funds and resources to go to conventions, buy $100 costumes, buy hundreds of dollars worth of manga and comics, buy $500 for the first appearance of Spider-Man or the first appearance, Black Panther, whatever character. We are putting so much money into comic books, manga, and all these other resources where we have our other creators. Not just saying black, like comic books. We'll just go gaming. We can go whatever, right? We have sort of we're kind of niche. And in order for us to kind of get, I feel like, a better identity of ourselves and to kind of have like a stronghold of like, this is us. Like, Blerdcon is supposed to be for us, but we're not cosplaying and displaying anything created by us. We go to an anime convention, the Japanese made manga, they made the video games, they made all this stuff. We're eating sushi. We're eating pho. We're doing all this stuff. We are giving them money and marketing. We go to normal comic convention. I'm Spider-Man. I eat burgers for lunch. I'm talking like Peter Parker. All that money is going to, white people and white comic creators and Marvel and them. Here's Blerdcon, and we still don't have, it's Blerdcon is for black nerd culture, but there's no real black dollars being made from it from black-owned companies. And I know that's a crazy statement. That's a hell of a statement. I know. That's like, but that's kind of like there, but
you kind of have to agree, though, man, because that's a trope.
What would you do then? Like, because it's pretty much like, well, if we're gonna cut out everything that's not made by black people, then what does that leave us?
Well, like the thing I'm saying is that we have it. Like there was dealers there that had Tuskegee Airs with Marcus Freeman. We had, we had Alchemist. That was like a black tokusatsu kind of thing. No one, like, those guys are doing their best to sell their books, and I'm saying we were just kind of just walking by it and not. And the con didn't really do much to really market those guys as well. Like I didn't know Marcus Freeman's books was going to be. I didn't know he was supposed to be there, but he wasn't there. But you know what I'm saying? I didn't know that kind of talent was going to be there. Why haven't there been some marketing towards them or something along the lines like that? You know what I'm saying? I feel like for us, like it's great that we can go to anime convention and celebrate Japanese. We can go to comic convention and celebrate Marvel and DC. And then here's Blerdcon, and we still celebrate Marvel, DC, and anime and manga, and not our own foundation. And I feel like there could be a solution to try to help promote some black owned or black created video games in the gaming section. Try to maybe showcase better some comic titles, just to have that growth. You know what I'm saying? Or Black Sands Entertainment showcasing what they're doing, and kind of a little bit more of a. I guess this can go into the solution section, but a little bit more of an introspective. Like, this is what we're doing in the industry. This is like the circles that we're building, and this is like, you guys should really support this so we can have, a little bit more of a foundation of like, we have our own entertainment and we have our own entertainment characters. You know what I'm saying? We have something that other people, black, white, Asian, Hispanic, wherever, will be like, yo, that was a dope series and it's black owned created. All right, well, cool. I love it. It's crazy. I want to cosplay as that character. I want to go watch that character's movie or whatever. And I feel like Blerdcon can do a little bit more emphasis on that to help provide better solutions, just to put more of that black nerd culture into it. And that's a solution I was going to go into further on. But
no, I mean,
I
understand what you're saying. I know MagFest. Like for those of you who've been to MagFest, like when you go into one of the rooms, they literally have like a space just for indie developers who are showing off like their brand new games and like VR and stuff like that. Like they have like a space just for them so that they can go ahead and market and let people try their games and everything else like that. So yeah, I do agree with you on that. If Blerdcon, maybe that should be something that somebody should present to Blerdcon moving forward. There's like, hey, look, maybe you guys should put more emphasis on hyping up, black creatives and people and actually black owned businesses, maybe kind of, have them maybe have their own space where people can, you know what I mean? Like something to kind of prop them up and put more shine on them. So yeah. I do. Yeah. I will agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and piggyback on that because this brings up, and I'm gonna be jumping forward to resolutions here, but this is something that me and Deon talked about that I brought up, and I think what they could do differently is for these original content creators or even the special guests, put them somewhere different. Like you had to go all the way down to the basement, damn near, to see Tuskegee Airs, and I thought that was one of the coolest comics there. Or like Karen Ashley. I walked past her so many times and didn't even realize that the yellow Power Ranger was there because they got her behind the damn escalator. Or the same thing, the one guy, I can't think of his name right now, but he did the voice of Bugsy in Friday the 13th. And I told you, Deon, I was really looking forward to that, but I didn't see any kind of advertisement. I didn't know where they were. So I think that they could be put somewhere up top, maybe near, the gamer area where there's going to be a lot more traffic. Give them the publicity that they need. Because, when you have the yellow Power Ranger to someone who grew up with it, like that's a big deal to me. And then to have her hidden behind the
escalator,
and I can't even see her, and I'm walking past, it's like, to me, I love Power Rangers, so to me that's like an A-list actor to me, or actress, excuse me. And I'm walking past her and I didn't even realize she's sitting there. So I think they could maybe have some bigger posters, bigger advertisements, maybe announce on the intercom like, hey, come meet Karen Ashley this time to this time. Because we looked at the schedule so many times and I didn't really see where anybody was or what time they were going to be there. And when you finally get there, it's hard to see it. Like it's hard to find them or for them to get, the attention that they deserve. So I think they could have them a little more present, I guess I should say, like somewhere more out in the open where the attention will be on them, where they're going to get a lot more foot traffic versus, someone getting stuck at the elevator for 30 minutes and they're like, no, fuck it, let's just go outside. So they're not even going to go downstairs to where the people are.